who, like many people at the beginning of the Depression, had their lives fall apart. He responds by leaving home and hopping on the first train that he sees, and it turns out to be a circus train.
You didn't jump just any old train. This here is the Benzini Brothers' most spectacular show on earth.
We are here for the first time on our feet, as they say in the theater business, which is we're no longer sitting at tables.
We're learning the language, the physical language of our show.
For the first time, we're sort of bringing together all of the different mediums in terms of puppetry, dance,
acro, staging, choreography, circus rigs, music, a band.
and putting it all together to create our sort of public-facing presentation of Water for Elephants.
To kind of get a feel for what it means to have 22 humans all moving at one time.
There are people flying overhead. There are things being pulled out of the sky and things rising up from the ground and all those wonderful things that happen at the circus.
We don't really get the opportunity to try all that out all that often. So we're really lucky to be here for a couple of weeks to be able to figure out how the show moves on its feet so that we can get good and prepped for our Atlanta run.
I'm really excited. I've never worked at the Alliance, and I have so many friends who have and who have said, oh, you're going to love it. You're going to love the Alliance. So I'm really excited to be down there.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, sinners, saints, kitties, and corpses, I give you Benzini Brothers' most spectacular show on earth.
What a good show. What a
I
damn
know.
good show. Oh my God. I'm so glad that we
So
got an opportunity
fun.
to go Sunday.
Happy Throwback Thursday, everyone.
Yes, Throwback Thursday. I'm here for it.
Right?
I am Heather. This hot, pink, sexy girl over here is Amber. I'm so, like, it is illuminating from the back of your hair. It's so
Well, I touched it up for that wedding, so it's still
Like a week and a
super
half ago.
bright. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Olivia, you're gonna see. You haven't seen Kyle yet, have you, Olivia? I know Zach did. So yeah, well, we are the Broadway Fan Club, and because I was flying back Monday night, we decided we're gonna do a Thursday throwback show, and I love it. Because we have so much to go over. And then in a couple of days, we have a regular Monday night show. So very exciting. We'll start with some Broadway news. We'll go into all of the awesome and epic stuff that happened at Broadway Flea with a special message for our Broadway Fan Club members from our new friend. And I'm so beyond excited for that. Yeah, we have a lot to cover and very little time. If all of a sudden the lights flicker, you hear wind, I'm in the middle of Hurricane Helene. So this is definitely
Yeah, I was going to say,
Hurricane
check in. Tell us, how
Yeah.
are you? What's going on?
So you can see the hair because I had to go outside and get some stuff. And I'm like, I'm in sweat. But
Right.
it's a lot of wind, which is lovely. Younger version of Heather, when I lived by the beach, would go surfing in this weather. I would not do that now. We haven't had much rain. It's just been a lot of wind and power outages so far. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. And I have hiccups because I usually drink soda, but I'm drinking the Oreo flavored Coke Zero Sugar, which sounds awful, but it's pretty tasty. So we'll see how much caffeine I think this says caffeine in it. Yeah. Fizzy cookie flavored, literally what it says. So that's to being fizzy cookie flavored.
Perfect.
Let's get right into it, Amber. What's our Broadway news for the week?
All right, let me pull out the old news.
The old news. There's a lot of news coming out.
There's a lot of news. So first, as always, let's start with the openings. We have Less Than 10th beginning performances on Broadway tonight at the James Earl Jones Theater with official performances starting on October 23rd. We also have Romeo and Juliet beginning preview performances tonight at Circle in the Square.
And what was the term that was being thrown around Reddit?
Oh, I have it quoted here. With official performances beginning on October 24th, this is a limited performance, so make sure you get your tickets. It runs through February 16th. And as per Reddit, we are hearing that it is a very horny production. So I am
Romeo
very
and
excited
Juliet
to
is
see
a
it.
pretty horny thing. I think that's the first time we said the word horny on the show, but it is
Right?
a pretty horny show. Like in
It
movies,
is, yeah.
everything, the like 1970s, 80s movie version was like, whoa, and they showed it to us in school. What?
Right?
And let's not forget the quintessential Leonardo DiCaprio Claire Danes version. Horny
Right.
little children. But Rachel Zegler, Kid O'Connor, like I am here for it. I'm gonna do everything I can. I'm a Shakespeare nut. I cannot wait.
Yeah, I'm
But are you
super
a
excited.
Capulet or are you a Montague? And for those
Oh.
watching, let us know, are you Capulet or Montague?
I'm a Montague.
Yes, this is why I love you. Damn right.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel
family's,
like,
like, way more
the Montagues, I was just gonna say, are a little more edgy.
Yeah, absolutely. There's some like drag queens there. Yeah, like,
Right.
bring it on.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. He's a rock star, man.
Absolutely. All right. Next up on the list, we have our friends over at Sunset Boulevard, which will be getting their first preview on September 28th and officially opening on October 20th over at St. James Theater.
Oh my god! And guys, that marquee, Amber and I went Sunday, is
Stunning.
Yes,
Yeah.
I also did
That
a live
red.
like, video walk. It's so cool. That cast is gorgeous. Oh my god, I can't wait. Cannot wait.
Yeah, I can't wait because, the minimalism, that cast is really the ones who has to bring it, and I can't wait to see what they do.
Yeah, I love it. I'm
Yep.
here for it. Nicole Scherzinger. I want to see if she's going to bring it. I know she will, but it's going to be
Yeah,
awesome.
absolutely. And then we have The Hills of California, which began previews already, which began previews on September 11th, but they have their opening night coming up on September 29th.
Now, that is not a musical. That is a straight play.
That is a
drama.
play, and they're newly extended. The production is now set to continue through December 22nd, so you have a
And they are
chance to
directly
see that a
across
little
from St.
longer.
James. Yeah, it's going to be
Yeah.
it's going to be interesting for sure. The lines for the shows this past week have been bonkers. There's just so much stuff going on. So
Absolutely. Today is also a big day on Broadway. Tonight, they will be dimming the lights in honor of James Earl Jones, who did pass away on September 9th. If most of you would recognize the name, it's because he is the icon of both film and stage.
and he has a Broadway theater named after him.
We just were speaking of the theater. He is a complete icon. Amazing.
Yes.
Then that's it for opening news. We have some casting news coming up. We have Aisha Jackson joining the cast of The Notebook as Middle Alley on October 22nd. Who'll be taking over for Joy Woods. Joy Woods, as we know, will be leaving the company on the 20th, heading over to Gypsy.
I would have never guessed.
Louise. I know. Brand new. With her fellow Notebook co-star.
You've got a strong social media game when everybody is like, can you just tell us it's Joy? Like, can you just do that? Like,
I love that she posted like the breaking free chains. Like, I can finally tell everybody.
Oh, it's just crazy. It's just crazy.
So we have Jordan Tyson as June, Leslie Margarita as Tessie, Lily Thomas as Mazeppa, and Melinda Hull as Electra.
Very diverse cast.
Danny Bernstein as Herbie.
I love Danny.
And if just a reminder that Gypsy will be reopening at the Majestic Theater on November 21st with opening night on December 19th. So that will be very exciting.
And I mean, don't forget Audra McDonald is
obviously headlining that one.
And we've been sharing videos too of the Majestic and what they've done with the Majestic now. So it's just stunning. I can't wait to get into that theater.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We also have Lillis White returning to Herbie's in Hadestown next month. She will start October 22nd, replacing Stephanie Mills, who will be playing her final performance on October 20th. She'll be joining Lana Gordon as Persephone. And I actually got to see Lana Gordon when I saw the Hadestown tour as Persephone. And let me tell you, she blew me away. So if you have the chance to go see her, definitely go do that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I love Hadestown. When we tell you guys, Hadestown is a cult-like following. And we'll get more into it when we talk about Broadway Flea. But to just say, like, Orpheus's journal was selling for $1,000 each
Right.
at Flea, because it's signed by Jordan Fisher. Like,
Right.
it was insanity.
It was
but it's such a
crazy.
beautiful show, and I love it so much. And I'll see it 5 bajillion times if I can.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of just in general shows that opening, there have been some rush and lottery policies being announced for shows like Romeo and Juliet, maybe Happy Ending, and Sunset Boulevard. So make sure you're following our groups so you can be in the know on all the latest info for that. Heather, can you throw up our fancy
I'm
there?
right on top of that, Rose.
Yes.
I was already at it. So you can go right over to www.thebroadwayfanclub.com. That'll take you to our link tree. We're all 67. 67. We're going to hit 100 soon. I feel it. All 67 of our groups are listed. You'll see some of our newer groups popping up there. One for Forbidden Broadway. Ooh. Maybe even one for 20-sided Tavern. Yes,
very exciting.
We have a lot of fun announcements for today. I'm so excited. It's all happening. It's all happening. So I'm going to keep saying that.
Absolutely.
So go to BroadwayFanClub.com. You'll see all of our groups listed there. If there's one that piques your interest, let us know.
Speaking of,
yes,
the last and final bit of Broadway news we have is that there was casting announcement for Broadway's upcoming All In, which is a comedy about love show playing at the Hudson Theater. It will be a 10-week limited engagement starting December 11th. And the names that have been dropping for this show, like completely stacked. John Mulaney, Renee Elise Goldsberry, Lin-Manuel Miranda, Andrew Rannells, Jimmy Fallon, Hank Azaria. Like, come on.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
It's going to be amazing. Now, it is a
fully
rotating cast, so you're not going to see all of these names at the same time in the same show because they're going to rotate in and out. So just bear in mind when you buy your tickets to check which cast you want to see.
I have some news too. You guys know I'm obsessed with the Broadway Cruise. Now I'm going to throw up our promo code for the Broadway Cruise. BroadwayCruise.com, promo code or refer code 2B like boy, F like Frank, C like Charlie, or 2 big freaking coupon. They just announced a couple of hours ago some of the tribute shows and panels. I'm going to read through these. There's going to be 2 tribute shows celebrating the remarkable contributions of Bob Mackie and Jeffrey Seller, alongside a captivating lineup of Broadway panels. Experience the magic of a stage like never before with engaging conversations that enlighten and inspire, as well as heartfelt tributes from our cast of Broadway's brightest stars, honoring the brilliance of these Broadway icons. So there will be Broadway's impact on culture and society. Guys, when I tell you the Broadway Cruise is literally like a Broadway Comic-Con, like Broadway Con, but on a boat, it's nuts. So Broadway's impact on culture and society. We will explore how Broadway has shaped cultural movements, challenged societal norms, and created a lasting influence on modern day culture. Then they have the power of the Broadway revival, reinvention versus recreation. What inspires the creation and development of a revival, which there are so many this season. Join us as we dissect the fine balance between honoring original works and bringing fresh, modern perspectives to beloved classics. The global reach of Broadway, international productions and tours. From London's West End to international tours, discover how Broadway transcends borders and captivates audiences around the globe. And women in theater. This panel will discuss the powerful contributions of women in theater and the way they're shaping the future of Broadway. There's going to be so many more panels and stuff listed. Adam Pascal and Anthony Rapp are actually doing their cabaret, which mind blown. Amber better be on the cruise with me. Just saying. So
I'm working on it.
You are.
I will dog sit every weekend if I have to pay for this cruise.
Well, the good thing is you can use the BroadwayCruise.com promo code 2BFC. That'll save you $100 off your booking. So make sure you book before it sells out. All right, moving right along.
Moving right along.
Ease on down the road. Okay. Threw in some
Ease
wisdom.
on down.
Should we get into Broadway Flea?
We should get right into Broadway Flea.
So, Amber and I put hours into personally shopping for people. We had some of our own personal finds that like I was beyond excited to find. And we've been talking with Broadway Cares Equity Flights aides to see how we can help. So we had the opportunity to meet up with Fran and her team. They're wonderful and lovely. And it was a madhouse. So we got down there, like 9:15, 9:30.
Right.
Doors open at 10. People were already in line, so we split it. So Hadestown, cult following, Amber got onto the line for our members. There were probably about, 20 people ahead of you?
Mm-hmm.
And I got him a line for Moulin Rouge, which was halfway down the block and around the corner. So we waited there for about an hour-ish, and then got up to the front, and things were already sold out. I grabbed the last Frank signed by Aaron from one of our members. Amber was able to get some playbills and a train whistle, like crazy stuff. And the booths were popping for those of you that, Amber, this is your first Flea. What was your feeling about it?
It was chaos. It was wild. It was like feeling like a sardine in a can. It was like
a happy
truly,
sardine. And it didn't, well, maybe it smelled a little bit.
It was truly like chaos, but it was fun. It was so fun. It was,
and the weather was gorgeous.
It was a wonderful day to be in the city. It was it was just so fun.
Well, besides getting to hang out with me, which is always a blast. It was a lot of fun. And it was, I think, my 22nd Broadway Flea. And Amber got to meet the infamous Shauna Bresnahan, my friend from middle school, high school, and her daughter Nora. And Shauna is really the reason behind my adult love of Broadway. And she's the one that introduced me to Flea. So what are you doing? You're just head down.
I am trying to find, I meant to do this before.
Oh.
Trying to find the grand total.
Oh, it was almost $1.5 million.
Right.
Yeah. Guys, they raised so much money. So they have a silent auction. They have a live auction in Times Square. The line for the celebrity meet and greets and autograph lines were packed. They had the curtain call, which is a lot of the closed shows. We got in there. I'm going to give Amber some credit. Neither one of us really lots of crowding people. And we just got in there. We were very efficient and militant. Got a lot of the stuff that we could. Ran into Olivia. It was so fun to run into Olivia. We ran into Zach Stark.
Ran into Olivia's puppy.
Yes, Olivia's pups. So it was fun. And we got to see Rye, our friend Rye Myers, who I was associate producer for Live with Rye and Friends. We went to Schmackeries. We had a good time. We had a very good time. And we really were able to take care of our members. But
all right, the total was $1,421,756.
That's insane. We're probably $5,000 of that.
Right.
But no, it was so wonderful.
I had to read it while the video was going. I'm so sorry for interrupting.
How dare you? But it was so nice because Flea used to be like this. And then COVID kind of obviously killed it. And then it's been growing. Now, there were some prices that were astronomical. And look, if people paid it, all the more power to them. It's going right to charity.
Right.
All the proceeds from Broadway Flea go to Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS. And that's incredible. That goes to help people. I know, Amber, you posted something about this much pays for groceries, this much pays. It's really incredible.
For a meal, this much pays for medicine for a year, this much pays, a playbill pays for medicine.
Right.
A poster plate pays for supplies. Yeah, it was awesome.
And you stand there and you don't realize it. So again, thank you to Fran and her team. We were getting some inside scoops. Neil Patrick Harris, David Burka. We went over to the Once Upon a Mattress tent, and Michael Urie was there. We were super excited, and I always give him a hard time about his puppy because he can never bring his puppy anywhere anymore. we were talking, and Sutton was supposed to come over, but she wasn't able to. So Anna Gasteyer came over. Like,
No big deal.
I mean, and she was just the loveliest person in the
So
world.
sweet.
She's so sweet. We told her about the Broadway fan club, and just so lovely. So that was fun. We got to meet the Mr. Snyder from Newsies National Tour, and I got some Newsies fan trading cards, which I'm never giving up ever. It's part of my Newsies bingo. It's great. We met some of the understudies and cast from The Outsiders. Who else did we meet?
We saw, of course, Jordan Fisher.
Oh yeah.
Let's see, who else?
Oh yeah. Some of the queens from Six were at the table.
Some of the queens from Six.
Mhm.
We had, I think I want to say some of the Suffs understudies,
Suffs
some of
was
the
out
Water
there.
for Elephants. Water for Elephants folks were there.
And we got a great
Kyle
video.
was there.
So
Izzy was
went up on
standing,
shoulders
yeah,
and singing from the prom, and Kyle was
singing
out there
from the
for-
prom. Yep.
We were able to give their bracelets up. But we had another we had another friend that we met there.
I don't remember.
Here, I'll play the video. You want to see the video?
Oh yeah, I do remember.
Okay, here it is.
My name is Neil of the Patrick Harris's. No relation to Kamala. And I just wanted to say hi to the Broadway Cares. What's up?
How incredibly cool.
I love them so much.
Saying hi to all of you guys.
Yeah, so you guys can now say Neil Patrick Harris said hello to you. He was just so fun. And we had a quick time with him, but it was so nice to be able to see him and have a conversation, let him know about the fan club. He was very impressed. He was like, how many fan clubs? So that was a lot of fun. And we just had a great time with it. And we got to share something with Broadway Cares that we're going to share something with you guys too. Do you have any of them on you, Amber?
I do, right over here.
She does.
Oh, well,
And you're wearing your Merrily shirt. Of course you are.
and I'm wearing my Merrily shirt. And I got this from the Neil Patrick Harris table.
Yes, you did. We went. Well, this is Word. That's amazing.
I'm pretty sure it's signed by Cal Penn, too.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
So
that was
here's
like,
Neil,
like
signed by
$20.
Neil,
Yeah.
and signed by Cal. So
I
very
love that
cool.
Neil had his Halloween, like Neil and David had their family Halloween costumes for sale.
Right? Maybe I'll be Kumar for Halloween this year.
Excuse me? No, we have our Halloween costume.
Oh, you're right.
Amber and I are actually going to see Death Becomes Her on Halloween night.
We are.
My goodness.
Find us at the lunch.
Yes, find us at the lunch. We're going to be tearing up the town, and maybe we'll wear our ball gowns all day. I don't know.
Right?
We'll find a matinee. Olivia, to answer your question, yes, of course, we went by the cabaret table. Yeah, we had a nice little chat throughout the day with them as well. We even picked up a plunger signed by BB Newworth for one of our members. So it's great. Did you find it?
I did.
That's one of them. So, drum roll. We are officially collaborating with Broadway Cares to donate $1 from each sale of our Broadway Cares bracelets.
Oh, that's flowing them.
There are 3 different varieties of them. Very nice. So we have 2 clay options and one, as Amber will call them, the jewels. Very nice.
I don't have a jewel on me.
You do not have a jewel on you. That's okay. I have a jewel somewhere. So if you want to go to our Etsy shop and support Broadway Cares, Equity Fights AIDS, here's my hiccups. Please go to https://thebroadwayfanclub.etsy.com. You will see all the bracelets right there. Actually, I feel like being extra. I'm going to do that right now. Entertain everybody while I'm doing this. This is great.
Actually, I will give everyone a little secret insider surprise. If you go to the B-Way fan club from now until October 31st and use the promo code B-Way Flea, you can get 20% off your total order.
Well,
so if you missed something at Flea, you couldn't find something from a special show, you're missing something, you know, you just want a little something that you couldn't find from a show that you haven't seen in years. like ride the cyclone, perhaps. We've got it in our shop.
Can you guys see how amazing our Etsy shop is?
We have 95 designs.
That's insanity. Here is the jeweled bracelet, guys. The Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS bracelet. This is the jeweled version. We also have stuff like The Outsiders, Choose the Ride. It's Not a Game. Lots of Ride the Cyclone fans out there. Do I Hear a Walls is like one of my favorites. I personally own this one. You've been doing such a great job. We've been having a lot of fun creating all of these here, guys. There's vote bracelets from Suffs, Once Upon a Mattress. I mean, guys, the list goes on. And the best part is, too, if you see something, awesome. If you don't see something and you want something, hit us up because we will make it for you. Like, look how fun these are. And they're really lightweight. There's no metal or nickel or anything on them unless there's a charm. And so, like, be personally
very comfortable,
super comfy. I wore mine all day and didn't have any issues. But please go and support Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS. You can do that right from our Etsy shop. It's $1 from each bracelet sale will go right to Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS. So help us help them. Moving right along. Where are we heading into next?
First time at Flea. It was crazy packed. This should be held at Javits Center. Javits Center? Never been there.
Glenn, so Broadway Flea exploded. It's always through the theater district because it's easy for all the theaters to kind of pull things out. It's meant to feel like a garage sale. They used to have it for the entire road, like the actual street would be blocked off, and then it became the half side. This is probably the craziest year it's been since 2019. But the fun part is that after all the craziness and then it's calm, and yeah, it's supposed to go until 7. Does it ever go to 7? Probably not. But sometimes you find like random stuff hanging out there. I found like just hanging out on a table, an Avenue Q 15th anniversary shirt. Thank you. Appreciate the donation. Jana says, selfishly, I would like to ask if you're able to find any treasures for me, Heather. Jana, I think we found a couple of things for you, didn't we?
We did. We definitely did find some treasures for you. I believe, let me consult my spreadsheet, which I think I have open.
We have a spreadsheet.
On another screen.
We're very efficient. Very, very efficient. While you look that up, we'll start to talk about Broadway Votes. So we had a lovely conversation with Catherine and oh my God, Neely. This is my brain. They were so Nalini.
Jana. Yes, Jana.
Oh wait, your voice just got low.
So Jana, they're Gatsby, they dropped out of the Flea, but we were still able to find some periodic items sprinkled through.
Oh, yes.
We were able to find a Jeremy Jordan signed playbill. We were able to find a Gatsby like art. It's like a
a local artist who draws like a depiction over the sheet music.
Over the sheet music, and a stay gold pin, I believe.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So we found a couple little trinkets for you.
We were there all day long. The only time that we took a break was to go see the matinee. Hold on, I need to share this. Shut up! Stop it! Oh my God! Love it so much. We got you, girl. We got you. So we're so excited to be able to help you out. Yeah.
We'll be shipping everything out by Saturday.
Yeah, hopefully the weather calms down here. So, like, when the theme parks close here or they cancel stuff, it's, like, serious here in Orlando. So, yeah, I'm hoping that I can get to the post office by Saturday. Holy moly, you just made my entire day. Jana, you made our entire day. We love to stuff up for people. It's really true. Look, we can help charity. We can help you guys out. We can have fun. And Amber and I, like, our friendship, I think, was even more solidified Sunday because we learned more about how we worked very cohesively together. Just like a freaking machine. It's great.
Right.
You're stuck with me. Anyways, so we had a great conversation with Broadway Votes that was there and Broadway for Harris. And you'll see some more stuff from them coming soon. it was really great to see the community come out. It was a lot of locals. A lot of people are coming in from like out of the country for Flea.
Yeah, there was so many people. I was talking to some people in line, someone in line from California.
Yeah. I
who
mean,
flew
people
all
came
the way
in from
there.
Australia.
Yeah, it was incredible.
Yeah. But everyone you're talking to is a theater fan. And yeah, some of them are going to flip stuff, but we were just having a good time with it and getting in there and like giving each other like the side eye, like, is this worth it? Should we negotiate? We found for one of our members, they wanted anything signed by Sutton Foster. And we found like the handkerchief that Dauntless gives to Fred to wipe the mud off. So it has mud from Sutton Foster's face, her autograph.
Their request was anything that passed through Sutton Foster's hands.
Oh, fair enough. That was a very specific thing. Very much, I mean, it was on her face and her hands.
So we were like, this is perfect.
But it happened to be when Michael Urie got to the Once Upon a Mattress tent. And he's like, wait a minute, that's mine though. And he told us like where he is hiding the handkerchief to hand it over to Fred, which is super cute. And then he's like, can I sign it too? So like that is so cool. And guys, if you have the opportunity to go to Flea, please, please, please go. Even if it's just to have interactions with the cast or the people that are there or the fans or just to hang out and people watch. It's just a heck of a lot of fun, and it's exhausting in the best way possible.
So we have a picture of Michael Urie signing the handkerchief for the member that we can also send them.
And we'll be posting up some of our other videos and photos.
Yes, very soon. We just wanted to get through this podcast. We wanted to tell you guys about it first before we posted everything.
I'm scrolling.
Yeah, Glenn, unfortunately, they were supposed to be there. We did hear that they had to drop out last minute, I believe, because they that's so awesome. That's such a cool photo. Such a one-of-a-kind experience.
Mm-hmm.
But Gatsby was supposed to be there, and they did have to drop out, unfortunately, because they either couldn't find someone to man their tables or they just weren't able to just get out and be there, unfortunately. I know a lot of people were asking, where's Gatsby? Where's the Gatsby table? So lots of people were very disappointed in that.
Hold on, I have to start this video over again.
So cool.
So Anna Gostire, who plays the queen, they were all welcoming Her Royal Majesty. It was fantastic. All right. Let's move right along. Where are we headed to now, bus driver?
We're still talking about Flea. Let me see if I can get that video of Izzy.
Oh yeah,
on the shoulders.
You did a very good video.
I did.
And it was fun because we got to give them their Water for Elephants fan bracelets because we tried to get them. Yep. And Kyle was super lovely, and I'll tell you, his hands are very soft. And then we'll tell you about how Water for Elephants was so freaking good. Oh my god. Did you find it?
Yes, I did find it.
Why are we doing? Okay.
That's just like my.
It sounds like Doug.
Music. It is Doug. Yeah, no, I was singing Doug. Thank you for noticing.
You're welcome for noticing. Well, while you're doing this, so I want to take a poll for our followers. So Amber and I, again, are dressing in costume Halloween night. Let me tell you, I'm so appreciative for Amber's friendship because, one, it's always been a dream of mine to go to celebrate Halloween in New York City and have a very Rent-inspired like Halloween night. And two, I've been dying to get to Salem. And this girl's like, I gotta stay until death becomes her, and then we can go to Salem on the weekend if you stay in Connecticut. And I'm like, clearly that is the correct answer. This is why we're friends. But I want to know who you guys think we should dress as. There's multiple characters in Death Becomes Her. What do you see us dressing as? What are you doing?
I'm trying to figure out, how did you do that? The video. Oh, I figured it out.
I was like, it says a video file.
Nope, not a converted file.
Boo, just do it on your phone.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you told me I should be Madeline so you can be Helen. It's fine.
I just thought that you would think that would be more appropriate.
I don't
All
care.
Right.
We'll just put a hole through your stomach.
Can you see?
Yeah.
Can you see my screen? Okay.
Yes.
So this was the Water for Elephants. This was how they were trying to raise money for charity, which is so Waters for Elephants. Water for Elephants.
What a great picture shot too.
Only for the next 2 minutes. Too high. Too high, $100. Let's go. Let's go. How many for the next 2 minutes? Come and get the poster. I can't bring her down until you buy a poster.
We have Kyle over here.
You are strong. I'm not that strong. You get the poster.
She's so tiny. Pretty much she was standing on his shoulders until somebody bought the cast sign in their pocket. Do you have the other video of her singing stuff in the prom?
I think I do. Let me see.
It was a lot of fun. We really had a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, I do. I sent the wrong one.
I'm trying to see what I have. I have my drive-by Jordan Fisher video. Did you get it?
Yep, I just have to put this one in the
Jana, that's cute. Alphabet Glenda. You know, they're supposed to be popular. I'll help you be popular. No, but we're probably gonna do like Madeline and Helen. But I was voluntold that I'm Madeline, which is fine. I just have to figure out how to put my head on backwards in my body, and Amber has to have a hole through her stomach.
I just have to figure out how to put a hole in my stomach. That's all.
Well, I've been keeping an eye on some of the costume ideas, and we can either put a mirror or we can put like something reflective on your stomach so it looks like it's
okay.
But I've got to figure out which costume design I want to do because it's going to be show specific. But Megan Hilty has this gorgeous pink caribou feather thing with like a pink corset. And I'm like, I will rock that. But then I'm like, I do not want to sit in a corset for the entire length of a show. So we're going to figure it out. We're going to Goodwill it up and we're going to.
I'm really thinking I might just end up dyeing that bridesmaid's dress because it was comfortable.
So Amber did this wedding last weekend where it was essentially camping. And she had this ivory colored bridesmaid dress. And I'm like, you should just dye that and do that. We'll just zhuzh it up.
Right? And just like put some bling on it.
Yeah, aluminum foil. Exactly, Jana. Just have to figure that out. Or maybe I'll get like silver metallic vinyl, like cricket vinyl, and just put it right on. So doesn't get crinkly. The suspense is killing everybody, Amber.
I know. It's just not working. I'll just do
we'll
my
discuss
phone.
It right over to the group. So make sure you guys join over. If you're not already following the Broadway Fan Club group or page, go over to the Big Top, which is our Water for Elephants group, and we'll post it right there.
True.
Right there. This Oreo flavored Coke Zero Sugar. It tasted good to begin with. Now it just tastes like flat soda, and I'm not a big soda fan, and I don't like anything zero sugar. It's wet and cold. It's fine at this point. All right. Can we move on from the Broadway Flea? Because my wallet is still hurting.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What's next?
So getting into our shows that we saw.
Yes.
We had the lovely opportunity to go check out the matinee of Water for Elephants Sunday to see Kyle, to see Philippe, your favorite person in the entire world.
I love Philippe. Like, I'm not even being facetious.
So
I think
a couple episodes ago, when you saw Water for Elephants with your mom, and you're like, oh yeah, and there's Philippe who took over for Joe DePaul as Walter. Do your impression.
He is very French. He is just all very French, and he leads into the French very much.
So I've been like laughing at Amber doing this. And I'm going, there's just no way. Like, I've been to France. I know lots of French people. That is extreme.
Canada French.
Canadian. No, I know a lot of Canadian French. A lot of French Canadian because of Fringe. And so we're watching the show and Philippe comes out and he starts talking. And I just straight over to Amber and she's straight over at me and hysterically laughing. Because her accent is so on point, just so on point. But it was, I'm going to say this, and it might be blasphemy. The cohesion and the chemistry amongst the cast now that Kyle is in place, guys, it is perfection.
It's so good.
He is a perfect Jacob Jankowski. And Asa was actually Mr. Jankowski.
Yes, we had Asa Summers as Mr. Jankowski, and he was phenomenal.
Which ties into last week's episode with Jeff Calhoun, because Asa Summers wrote the play of The Boy Who Loved Batman based off.
I know.
Like, it's full circle everywhere. But it was such a lovely cast. And I really, really appreciated Kyle so much because, one, his voice is angelic, but he pulls off that youthfulness. He's got the dimples. The chemistry between him and Izzy were just lovely. And he's still very athletic with a lot of stuff. Like, I was very happy to see it. Amber and I were kind of enjoying like the crowd reaction to a lot of stuff. Like, they would laugh at certain things or they would just start clapping. There was like a random moment they just started clapping and we're like, I think it was just one of the death drops.
I feel like there was like a divorce joke and like the guy next to you like burst out laughing.
Oh my God, the guy next. So we were on the aisle, house right. And the guy across the way was, I don't know if he was by himself, but he had like, he reminded me of like, if you ever watched The Simpsons, he reminded me of the comic book shop guy.
Yes.
But like the heartiest, honest, like
belly laugh.
And it was just so wonderful to hear that because we love the show so much. And the music was on point. And Stan Brown, my goodness, love you so much. But it was so wonderful to see everybody. Marissa was having a good time up there. Everybody was just Wade. Like everybody was having such a lovely time up there. And they actually seemed to be having fun. And I don't want to say that's what was missing with Grant, but it's a very different kind of show, but it's very much the same because it still has that heart and soul. You still have Pigpen Theater and all of the beautiful music in there. But it was like watching a new show. Did you feel like that too?
I did. I like we were saying, I feel like Kyle brings a certain like innocence and a certain like naivety to the role. Like he's very just genuine and very sweet, and he brings
like he's believable that he dropped out of vet school essentially.
Right. Yes, yeah. Absolutely. I believe that he just lost his parents and he's going through this internal struggle. Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
He played it so well. And guys, please go see Water for Elephants if you can. Please go see it. Let us know. Come back and tell us. Obviously, Olivia is a big fan. You can see in the comments. Would say when I went the weekend before Flea the Casa Donuts, very nice. These guys.
Paul Alexander Nolan came out the stage door for the first time that day. Paul's been through the ringer.
Well, he was also doing the autograph sessions at Broadway Flea, right across the way.
Right, that's true.
But go see the show. I had a jam-packed show week, didn't I?
You did, yes.
So Thursday, I may have definitely gone to see Cabaret. 5, baby. Adam Lambert and Alili Carvalho. My goodness. First off, love Adam Lambert. Was really curious to see how he would portray the MC. Was curious how Alili was going to portray Sally. It was so much fun, and it was a totally different kind of show where Eddie was more of like robotic and like mysterious and like puppet master. Adam was very much like smooth and sexy. And Alili had this, and a couple people have said this on her posts, but a lot of people actually have been comparing her to like Veruca Salt. I want it now, Daddy. But my goodness, she was so good. But
I've heard her Cabaret is more similar to Amy Lennox from the West End too, where it's that like gritty,
yes,
like, kind of.
Yes, and her Don't Tell Mama is like sassy AF.
Nice.
Oh yeah, but I told you this weird story that happened to me at Stage Door, didn't I?
Yes.
So I have to share
Tell
this
the-
with you guys. It was
Tell
so
the
funny.
crowd.
I'm going to tell the crowd. It's becoming different in the theater district that myself and now Amber, especially Sunday, we're getting recognized in the theater district, and we're just here for you guys. Like, we're not influencers. We're just Heather and Amber. So I'm at the stage door and talking, hosting court essentially while everybody is waiting for people to come outside. What are you giggling at now?
You hosting
Fine.
court.
True. But I was hosting court and I'm talking to people and we're like, yeah. They're like, how do you know so much? I'm like, oh, I run the fan group and here's Broadway fan club, and handed out a business card. And this girl standing a couple ways who she had glasses, but they were green, and she had long red hair in a braid. And she goes, wait, what's the name of your company again? I said, oh, it's the Broadway Fan Club. And she goes, and what was your name again? I said, it's Heather. She goes, you're Heather from the Broadway Fan Club. I said, yes. She goes, okay, so I have a weird story. And I'm like, oh God, what did I do? She goes, there was a server that came over to our table. So they were sitting in the table seats at Cabaret. And she asked if I was Heather from the Broadway Fan Club. And I was like, what? She goes, yeah, if it's any consolation, she was really excited to think that it was you. And I was like, okay, that's cool. So hi to whoever tried to say hello to me. I was at the show. I just wasn't at a table seat. And then the weirder part was when Alili came out and I was like, hey, I said, we actually run the fan group for the show. And she's like, are you Heather? She freaking knew who we were. That is so cool.
Amazing. That's so cool.
That was just so much fun. And the show was chef's kiss, beautiful. Friday. I'm going through all of my shows that I saw. So Friday I did what? What did I do Friday night? Was Once Upon a Mattress Friday night? Yes.
I think
Once Upon a Mattress is Friday night.
because it was before Flea.
Yes. So Once Upon a Mattress. Wait. No. Anyways, I saw Once Upon a Mattress. I saw 20-Sided Tavern, which was Saturday matinee. And then I saw Titanic. So, which I think was right before Flea. Yes, it was. Okay, see, this is my brain. This is my brain on Broadway. So Friday, I started to rush, thinking that I was rushing Once Upon a Mattress. And it wasn't until somebody from the Museum of Broadway came over and talked to the line offering discounted attendance that I realized I was a block over and I was technically rushing for O'Mary. And I'm like, oh no. So I ran over to the Hudson because it was early, y'all. And I got an incredible rush seat. It was third row, left orc. And I just sat there just staring because it was a wonderful show. For those of you that don't know, I was in a car accident last week. So this muscle sprained. So I was like this and I'm like, oh God, my neck is going to hate me. It's great. But it was so much fun. And I love Michael Urie. I'll follow him to the end of the earth. And then Sutton, just perfect. And on a God.
And you said it was your first time seeing that show, right?
Yes. Correct. But I had so much fun. I mean, I know the show and I've seen recordings of Carol Burnett, but my first time seeing that show live, and it was just a hell of a lot of fun.
Amazing.
So much fun. I couldn't have cast it better. And then Saturday I was rushing. I think what did I try rushing for Saturday? I don't remember.
Outsiders.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. So I went to rush Outsiders. The line was bonkers. I finally get inside. They're like, yeah, we only have a partial view for $200. I'm like, no, thank you. So I went and I rushed 20-Sided Tavern because Felicia Day was a day player in there. If you don't know Felicia Day, just look her up. That's the best way of putting it. She was in Dr. Horrible's Mad Sing-Along. That's where you'll probably recognize her from, or 500 other nerdy things. And I went to go visit her friends at 20-Sided Tavern. And I was the only person rushing the line until I met a couple of people who had just gotten off a board game cruise where they played board games for 9 days straight. That's cool. They knew nothing about D&D. They knew nothing at all. Went in. I was shocked that the line was massive. Got a perfect seat. Went in. Diego, who was there, who, by the way, guys, Diego is going to be on the show next month. Surprise. Love Diego Salinas. And yeah, like cast was coming over, house management was coming over to say hi. They are fans of ours and we are such fans of theirs. No show is alike. They encourage you to take photos and videos, post them to social media. We started a 20-sided Tavern group. Go join it, guys. Talk about what happened in your show because they are all different. You literally answer questions on your phone, but you're assigned whether you're a mage, a trickster, or a warrior in your playbill. It is such a fun show. It is unlike anything you've ever seen. And the talent that is oozing off of that stage, because it's all improv, will blow your damn mind.
Yes, please join that group because I love reading the join questions.
Oh my God. So Amber was setting it up so go over to the BroadwayFanClub.com, scroll down, and we should be loading it tonight. But Amber's
it's up there. It's up there.
Oh, that's right. Amber put it up there because she's on top of it. But she's like, what should we do for questions? I was like, ask them what the name of the tavern keeper should be. And she did. And like, there's so many fun little,
fun answers. Fun answers.
It's a great show. Please, please, please go support our friends over there. And then Saturday night, I ventured a little bit outside of a theater district and I went over to Union Square to go see Titanic. So it was my off-Broadway day. And I got Titanic tickets on TDF. And it was a fun show. I didn't know what to expect. I'm like, I'm not a huge Celine Dion fan. I love Titanic. Tommy Bracco's in it. So kind of support my newsies. But like, do I really? I don't know. And I went and like, I laughed my damn ass off. It was
I've heard it's so fun.
It is so much fun. It was just so different, and like it's improv too a little bit, and you're just like, what is coming out of these people's mouths? But oh no, that makes sense. Please go see that show as well. And then Sunday we just did it up at Broadway Flea. That was my weekend, and then we saw Water for Elephants, and then we were supposed to go see Forbidden Broadway for their media night, but we ran out of time.
We did,
but that's okay because we are going to have Forbidden Broadway. We're going to have them on our show soon. So
we will.
As we are growing so much. So with that being said, I'm trying to think if there's anything else we have to knock off our list. We have a jam-packed schedule. So next Monday, so that is what, the 30th, right?
Yes.
Okay. So next Monday, our guest for the night is going to be the one and only Noel McNeil.
Yes.
You guys have heard us talk about Noel before. I'm going to pull up his bio because besides doing Audrey 2 at Little Shop, he has done so much more. Bear in the Big Blue House. He was Rabbit in Pooh. Let's see, I'm pulling all this stuff up from here. Cherubird in Sesame Street Presents Follow That Bird. Blues Room. Magellan on Eureka's Castle. Let's see. He was also the principal puppeteer of Raphael for the motion picture Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. I'm a nerd. And he has performed with Whoopi Goldberg, Jerry Lewis, Mickey Rooney, Emma Thompson, Wayne Brady, Dave Chappelle, Donnie and Marie Osmond, Gilbert Godfrey, Tom Bergeron, Regis Philbin and Kelly Ripa, Al Roker and the Today Show cast, Chance the Rapper, and Julie freaking Andrews. He is also currently the resident puppeteer for the HBO series Last Week Tonight with John Oliver. Guys, he was also Eureka's Castle, Gullah Gullah Island. So
I was just singing the Gullah Gullah Island theme song earlier today. That show is like infamous.
I love it. He also, he has been directing children's television starting with Bear in the Big Blue House and now Sesame Street, where he's been nominated and won one Emmy Award for Outstanding Direction. His latest endeavor is creating The Show Me Show, which is the first online downloadable series for kids with autism and special needs. He also has a podcast called Noel's Book Nook, which is available on Anchor, Apple Podcasts, and wherever you listen to your podcasts. So pretty please tune in next Monday because Noel's going to be here. We are so excited that he is going to join us and hang out. And then the following Monday, We have my dear friend Dennis Giacchino. If that name sounds familiar, he is the creator of the show Disenchanted. So I'm excited for that. We are having a good time with it. And then
We are
in between
booked
that,
and blessed.
we are booked and blessed. In between all of that, we're going to have Broadway Votes on. We're going to have Broadway for Harris on. We're going to have Forbidden Broadway. I mean, guys, this show is blowing up. Please share. Let everybody know, because we want to make sure these guys know how much they are appreciated. Write in some questions, some comments, some compliments of what you guys want to tell these people, because they are here for you. We want to show off their talents. We're not doing this for us. We're doing this for you guys. So we are so overwhelmingly excited. And I think what might happen too, Amber, is when I come to Connecticut for Halloween weekend, maybe you and I should do a live show before I fly back home.
Ooh, that would be fun. Together in the same room.
I know. My goodness. So
that would be impressive.
I think I covered everything. And again, we'll go into our commercial now. Again, if you go into www.thebroadwayfanclub.com, you can check out all of our merch as well. Yes, we have merch. We have our Only Broadway Fan shirt, and we have Do I Hear a Wall shirts. We also have our beautiful Etsy shop. Again, that is https //thebroadwayfanclub.etsy.com, where you can get those amazing Broadway Cares bracelets, which $1 from each bracelet sale will go directly to Broadway Cares. And you can also purchase any of our other 95, 98 designs there, or choose something for your own custom design. As we discussed a little bit earlier in the show, the Broadway Cruise is happening March 30th through April 4th. Check me out knowing these dates. It is sailing out of Miami to Cozumel and back, featuring stars such as Shoshana Bean, Adam Pascal, Anthony Rapp, Wayne Brady, Corey Cott's Arms, Eva Noblezada, Casey Levy, so many more. Bob freaking Mackey, come on, let's do it. So if you go to www.thebroadwaycruise.com and enter promo code or refer code 2, big freaking coupons of 2BFC, you'll get $100 off of your itinerary, $100 off of your total bill. So that's pretty good. Anything else you'd like to add, Amber?
No, not at all. I'm good.
Done. She is spent.
I have bills to stuff in envelopes for
and they're not her
job.
Bills. That looks really inappropriate. Thank you for doing that. It's great.
For my job.
I did my job today too. And then I slept through tropical storm winds. It's great.
Fun.
You know, I'm a true Floridian, even though my whole family is New York and everyone thinks I'm a New Yorker. Except like when my buddy Tim's like, oh yeah, I'm in the cellar. And I'm like, we're playing Fortnite. He goes, I'm in the cellar.
Florida doesn't have cellars.
No, but Tim lived here and he's like, I'm in the cellar. Now we're playing Fortnite, guys. I'm a nerd. I'm okay with that. But I'm like, in the lobby? Like, what's the cellar on Fortnite? Like, what are you talking? He's like, no, you're clearly a Floridian or you grew up in Florida. And I was like, I know what a cellar is, asshole. but what do you mean? Are you in the fort? No, he was doing laundry in his basement. He just had to be special and say it differently.
Makes sense. So
and he did say that the weather has been very cold and people in Connecticut have been complaining.
Yeah, it has been chilly, but I'm loving it. I'm a winter baby.
I love the cold weather. That's what makes me a weird Floridian. So even with the storm, I'm gonna pull up the what? Oh, my laptop almost went flying. It's the wind.
Fun.
I don't know if you guys can hear the wind outside. So right now, even though there's a tropical storm and there's winds, it's 84 degrees. Feels like 92.
Nice.
That's great. Here is just so you guys can see. Let me see if the radar will work. Yeah. So for those of you concerned that I'm going to blow away with a hurricane, this is where we're at. I'm the little blue dot. So
you're safe. You look safe.
It's just we get what's called the dirty side. And the dirty side is like the tornadoes and the wind. But half my friends are just sitting outside. And my friend Brian's like, I'm on the lanai just listening to the wind. And I'm like, that's fair. But I'm going to go get some sushi for dinner. And Amber's going to stuff 150 envelopes for work. So it's great.
Yeah. It's a
But
date.
let's see if we can find some videos or photos of James Earl Jones's tribute. So we will say, it's when the lights are dim, we respect James Earl Jones. Thank you for everything you've done for the entertainment industry, for Broadway, for TV, for movies. You are everybody's father.
Absolutely.
As he would say, he's a proud papa. I was watching an interview with him talking about Mufasa, and that he originally tried to make Mufasa regal, and then he realized Mufasa is just a papa like him, so that every time you see Mufasa smile, they were copying James Earl Jones' smile, which I think is really sweet.
That is sweet.
I know. But it is 9:00. It is the witching hour, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We are generally here every Monday night, but every once in a while it's a Thursday night, and we love doing a Throwback Thursday for you. Stay tuned for a lot more exciting things coming down your way. Again, I am Heather. That
I'm
beautiful
Amber.
pink and blonde haired lady is Amber. We're the Broadway Fan Club. See you guys on the other side.
See you next week or Monday.
Bye. Or whatever those days. Yeah, 5 days from now. Bye.
Bye.